Did you know that over 72% of older Americans with diabetes are avoiding a whole list of foods labeled as dangerous, even though many are completely harmless and can actually help control blood sugar and nighttime urination? Yes, you heard that right. They're living in fear every day, shunning everything from broccoli to oats just because of misguided advice spreading on social media, videos, and even food labels. Have you ever woken up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and then 3 a.m., rushing to the bathroom in desperation? Your eyes burning, legs trembling, fumbling in the dark, terrified of falling, only to wake up the next morning with a spinning head and drained spirit. It's not just an inconvenience. It's scary, isn't it? But the good news is there are superfoods clinically proven to soothe the urinary system, stabilize blood sugar at night, and stop the torment of frequent nighttime urination. Adding the right foods to your routine can support your well-being when combined with appropriate medical guidance. Watch until the end of this video to discover superfood number 1 that almost no one talks about, but many researchers highlight its potential benefits for those with diabetes and nighttime urination. Are you eating the wrong foods at night? Drop a comment below. I want to hear your story. 1. Steamed broccoli with olive oil. Many Americans still think nighttime urination is an unavoidable part of aging, but that's not true. You can significantly reduce nighttime bathroom trips naturally, and the first food I wanted to introduce is a familiar one: steamed broccoli with olive oil. This is especially helpful if you're aiming to support managing diabetes naturally over 50. Broccoli contains a powerful plant compound called sulforaphane, a special antioxidant that's incredibly beneficial for older adults. In 100 grams of steamed broccoli, you get an average of about 44 milligrams of sulforaphane, depending on the variety and preparation. Once in your body, sulforaphane neutralizes free radicals, those destructive molecules that cause inflammation in various areas, including the bladder. This is why you often feel the urge to pee at night or urinate frequently despite not drinking much water. Sulforaphane not only soothes inflamed tissues but also helps stabilize blood sugar, crucial for people over 50, especially if you're living with diabetes or pre-diabetes. According to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, sulforaphane can significantly improve bladder inflammation and support blood sugar control after just 4 weeks of regular intake. Your body starts to recover, your bladder becomes less sensitive, and you begin to enjoy the deep sleep you've been missing. However, to get the full benefits, you need to prepare broccoli correctly. I recommend steaming about 100 grams of broccoli for 4 to 6 minutes. Don't boil it, as boiling water washes away most of the sulforaphane. After steaming, drizzle with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, about 10 grams, since healthy fats are essential for better sulforaphane absorption. But here's a special tip to double the effect: sprinkle on about half a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric contains curcumin, a natural compound with powerful anti-inflammatory properties long used in traditional medicine and now backed by modern research. When paired with sulforaphane in broccoli, curcumin creates a synergistic effect, boosting anti-inflammatory benefits, especially for irritated or damaged bladder tissues. Many of my older patients who followed this tip at dinner reported noticeable improvements, though results may vary based on individual health conditions. No fancy prep or complicated cooking. Just steam, drizzle oil, sprinkle turmeric, and eat while warm. If you do this consistently 3 to 5 times a week, you'll soon notice a difference in your sleep and energy levels the next day. This is one of the simplest ways to support managing diabetes naturally over 50 while eliminating uncontrolled nighttime urination. Broccoli, seemingly simple, is a powerful superfood for urinary health and blood sugar control. But the next food I'm about to share isn't just good. It has a natural sweetness, soothes your mood, and supports digestion. Can you guess what it is? With its glossy skin and juicy flesh. 2. Fresh pear. Among the hundreds of fruits available in the U.S., one stands out as mildly sweet, easy to eat, juicy, and especially friendly for older adults. Fresh pears. With thin skin, soft flesh, a gentle sweetness, and excellent water retention, pears make older adults feel comfortable after eating while providing valuable fiber. The standout feature of pears is their soluble fiber, about 3 grams per 100 grams of fresh pear, which is nearly 12% of the daily recommended fiber intake for older adults. In the digestive tract, soluble fiber turns into a smooth gel, acting like a slow-release net that traps sugar from the foods you eat. This slows glucose absorption into the blood, effectively stabilizing blood sugar after dinner. Stable blood sugar isn't just key to supporting managing diabetes naturally over 50, it also reduces bladder pressure, something many overlook. When blood sugar is high, your kidneys are forced to filter excess sugar, pulling along more water, and that leads to more urination, especially at night. Eating the right amount of fiber in the evening regulates sugar levels, reducing the kidneys' over-filtering response, easing bladder pressure, and helping you sleep better. In fact, compared to other popular fruits like apples or bananas, pears have more soluble fiber per weight. For example, 100 grams of apple provides about 2.4 grams of fiber, mostly insoluble. Bananas are beneficial, but have a higher glycemic index, potentially spiking blood sugar quickly if eaten at night. Pears, on the other hand, not only curb hunger but also create optimal conditions for uninterrupted sleep, crucial for older adults with chronic nighttime urination. Now, I want to share a simple but highly effective tip I regularly use myself and recommend to my older patients. Eat about half a fresh pear, around 100 grams, in the evening, about 1 hour before bed. But don't eat it alone. Pair it with 1 tablespoon of almond butter, not regular peanut butter, but pure unsweetened almond butter. Its healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fats, slow digestion, enhance fiber absorption, and keep you lightly satisfied without bloating. This combination prevents blood sugar spikes, stabilizes levels through the night, and significantly reduces nighttime urination. Many of my patients tried this for a week and reported they no longer had to wake up 3 to 4 times a night. Some even told me it was the first time in years they slept through until morning. See, just a pear and a bit of almond butter can make your evenings so much more comfortable. Pears are a perfect blend of flavor and function, but if you're wondering if there's food packed with healthy fats, boosting memory and soothing the bladder, too, you'll love the next one. It's a small nut shaped like a brain, loaded with omega-3s, often eaten as a snack or sprinkled on salads, and dubbed the golden food for aging. Can you guess what it is? If the pear tip helps you sleep better, please leave a comment below. I always want to hear and join you on this journey to improve sleep and health naturally after 50. 3. Walnuts. In the US, walnuts are often used in baked goods, salads, or as an energy-packed snack. But few know that this tiny nut has a profound impact on the health of older adults, especially for those struggling with nighttime urination and aiming to support managing diabetes naturally over 50. Walnuts are rich in omega-3s, a type of unsaturated fatty acid extensively studied for its anti-inflammatory properties, blood sugar control, and nervous system stabilization. In about 30 grams of walnuts, equivalent to 5 to 7 halves, you get roughly 2.5 grams of omega-3 alpha-linolenic acid, an impressive amount for such a small serving. Once in the body, omega-3s convert into bioactive compounds that reduce bladder tissue inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, stabilize blood sugar, and crucially, calm the bladder's nervous system, reducing nighttime urges to pee. This is vital for older adults, as the nervous system declines and blood sugar imbalances often go hand in hand. According to Dr. David Perlmutter, a renowned neurologist and author of best-selling books on nutrition in the U.S., adding omega-3s from whole foods like walnuts not only boosts memory but also helps regulate bladder nerve reflexes, especially in older adults with chronic nighttime urination. He emphasizes that omega-3s act as a shield against silent inflammation in the body, the kind you don't see or feel immediately, but quietly disrupts bladder and pancreatic function. However, I'm not just here to talk about nutrients. I want to give you a simple, actionable tip you can try tonight. It's easy. After dinner and about 30 to 45 minutes before bed, sit quietly and do a gentle 5-minute meditation. Just sit with a straight back, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. No need for anything fancy. Then, eat 5 to 7 walnut halves, about 30 grams, unsalted and not over-roasted. At this point, your nervous system is already calmed by meditation, and the omega-3s from walnuts will absorb better into nerve cells and bladder tissues. This combination of meditation and omega-3s creates a natural response that relaxes the bladder's smooth muscles, reducing false signals that trigger unnecessary urination. I've recommended this to hundreds of my patients. Some slept better after just 2 nights. Others reduced nighttime bathroom trips from 4 to 1 after a week. and some, after sticking with it for 3 weeks, had their first full night's sleep in years. It's the scientific result of the right timing, right dose, and right natural method. What I want you to remember is no need for anything complicated, just consistency. You deserve restful sleep, you deserve to wake up without exhaustion, and you deserve to live healthier. Walnuts are a late-night ally for those battling chronic nighttime urination. But if you're looking for a food that's compact, rich in magnesium and zinc, and helps relax muscles and boost sleep quality, you won't want to miss the next one. It's a nut often roasted, flat, and slightly crunchy, commonly found in snacks. Can you guess what it is? If this walnut tip helps you sleep better tonight, please hit subscribe so I can keep joining you on this journey to better health after 50. 4. Pumpkin seeds. Recently, a report from the National Institute of Nutrition announced that pumpkin seeds can help reduce nighttime urination in older adults thanks to their high magnesium content. This news moved me because finally, a humble food is recognized as a natural remedy for deep sleep without relying on medications. Pumpkin seeds, though small, pack an impressive amount of magnesium, about 150 milligrams per 30 grams of raw seeds, equating to roughly 37% of the daily requirement for older adults. Magnesium isn't just a mineral for muscle relaxation, it's a key orchestrator in hundreds of biochemical reactions in the body. Once in the system, magnesium acts as a natural bladder muscle relaxant, soothing the fibers around the bladder wall, reducing feelings of urgency or false urges to pee, a common issue for those over 50. Additionally, magnesium improves insulin sensitivity, slows glucose absorption, and stabilizes blood sugar, minimizing excessive nighttime urination caused by the kidneys over-filtering excess blood sugar. A clinical study in Japan with 60 older patients with chronic nighttime urination showed that after 6 weeks of consuming 320 milligrams of magnesium daily, nighttime urination frequency dropped significantly from an average of 3 times per night to 1.5 times. This is clear evidence of magnesium's effect on the urinary system, proving that pumpkin seeds with their natural magnesium absolutely deserve a place in your daily diet, especially if you're aiming to support managing diabetes naturally over 50. Now, I want to share a simple but crucial tip to maximize the benefits of pumpkin seeds and avoid mistakes many people still make. If you go to the store and grab a bag of pre-roasted salted pumpkin seeds, I urge you to read the ingredient label. In 100 grams of salted roasted pumpkin seeds, there can be up to 400 milligrams of sodium, nearly 20% of the daily sodium limit for older adults. This sodium causes water retention, increasing pressure on the kidneys and bladder, which counteracts efforts to reduce nighttime urination. So, my tip is to choose raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds, minimally processed. You can find them in organic food aisles or natural ingredient stores. Once home, store the seeds in an airtight container in the fridge. This preserves nutrients, especially omega-6 and magnesium, and prevents oxidation from light and heat. Each day, take about 30 grams of raw pumpkin seeds and eat them in the evening, ideally 1 to 2 hours after dinner. You can eat them directly, chewing slowly, or sprinkle them on a light salad. Their nutty, mild flavor won't weigh you down. Many older patients I've advised tried this, and within days, they noticed fewer nighttime wake-ups from urgent bladder signals, deeper sleep, and a more refreshed mind in the morning. Pumpkin seeds offer a clear, natural way to support sleep and reduce nighttime urination. See, sometimes what you need isn't a prescription, but the right advice at the right time and a handful of seeds. If you truly want to care for your body after 50, this is a gentle but effective approach I know you'll love. We just talked about a tiny seed packed with essential minerals. But there's another vibrant green, crisp vegetable often used as a side dish that can cleanse the urinary tract, reduce inflammation, and support the bladder effectively. Can you picture what it is? If this tip helps you sleep better tonight, share this video with someone struggling with nighttime urination. They'll thank you as much as I thank you for listening today. 5. Celery. Among the most beloved vegetables in the U.S., celery holds a special place for its crisp, refreshing texture and versatility in daily meals. But few know that within each celery stalk lies a compound that supports the nervous system, stabilizes blood sugar, and naturally helps older adults improve nighttime urination. Celery contains a valuable flavonoid called apigenin, with about 5 milligrams per 100 grams of fresh celery. This compound has been scientifically proven to calm the nervous system, reduce mild inflammation, relax smooth muscles, and decrease unnecessary bladder contractions, the common cause of false urges to pee at night. When you eat celery in the evening, apigenin acts like a natural sedative, soothing nerve signals from the bladder to the brain, reducing the urge to pee and helping you sleep better. Plus, apigenin improves glucose metabolism, keeping blood sugar stable through the night, a key factor in supporting damaging diabetes naturally over 50. To put it in perspective, compare celery to other common vegetables. Carrots, while rich in beta-carotene for eye health, don't provide apigenin. Cucumbers are mostly water and lack significant nerve or sleep-related benefits. But celery, with just one long stalk, you're giving your body a meaningful dose of apigenin for relaxation. It's amazing how a simple vegetable can become part of a natural sleep strategy, especially for those seeking relief from chronic nighttime urination. Here's the tip for eating celery the right way to maximize its benefits. Many people eat celery raw or juice it, but pairing it with a tablespoon of hummus in the evening doubles the effect. Why? Hummus, made from chickpeas, contains healthy fats that enhance apigenin absorption into cells, particularly in the nervous system and bladder's smooth muscles. Plus, hummus has tryptophan, an amino acid precursor to serotonin, which calms the brain and improves sleep quality. So, my tip is to eat one celery stalk, about 100 grams, dipped in 1 tablespoon of pure hummus about 45 minutes before bed. You can cut the celery into bite-sized pieces for easier chewing and digestion. If you're concerned about dental issues, lightly steam or blanch the celery to soften it. Then, let it cool and dip in hummus. Eat slowly, chew thoroughly. It's not just about enjoying the food, but preparing your body for deep, less interrupted sleep. Some of my older patients, after trying celery with hummus for just 4 to 5 days, significantly reduced nighttime wake-ups. Some went from 3 trips a night to just 1, and others even slept a full 7 hours, something they hadn't dared dream of before. All thanks to a crisp veggie and a dab of hummus. See, miracles don't always come from pills. Sometimes they come from the right combination of natural foods, and celery is a perfect example. If you're looking to support managing diabetes naturally over 50, reduce nighttime urination, and reclaim deep sleep, don't skip this simple yet powerful food. Comment below if you're ready to finally sleep through the night and take control of your health after 50. In this video, we've explored 5 powerful superfoods that soothe the bladder, stabilize blood sugar, and most importantly, significantly reduce nighttime urination that affects the sleep quality of millions of Americans over 50. From sulforaphane in broccoli, soluble fiber in pears, omega-3s in walnuts, magnesium in pumpkin seeds, to apigenin in celery, each nutrient is scientifically proven to calm the nervous system, reduce bladder contractions, and support managing diabetes naturally over 50. This video doesn't just bring you knowledge, it offers practical tools to improve your quality of life every night. You no longer have to rely entirely on medications or resign yourself to sleepless nights. But the key is, you must act today. If you keep ignoring warning signs and let nighttime urination persist, you could face graver consequences from blood sugar imbalances and high blood pressure to memory decline from chronic sleep deprivation. Remember, you deserve restful sleep. You deserve good health at 50, 60, or 70. And change begins when you take the first step. Start with tonight's dinner. Choose the right foods. Sleep better. Live stronger.